I bought this camera in November 2023. It was one of the happiest days of my life, but now every single time I pick it up, it's a reminder of a new chapter in my life. If you're watching this trying to decide if you should get an X100F in 2026, I think you should. Even if you don't need it, get it. I've used this camera for everything. Personal moments, professional events, family, friends, you name it, I've probably shot it with this camera. And I truly believe I've pushed this camera to its limits. Because when your gear isn't doing everything for you, you start focusing on what actually matters. This is probably one of my favorite photos I've actually taken on this camera. It was a photo of a formal, my younger sister's formal. Just look at the separation with this f2 lens on this camera. 27mm, I think it is the perfect amount for general photography. And to consider that this sensor and body is almost 10 years old is extremely insane. But just because something new is coming out doesn't mean the old one has become redundant. I take this camera almost everywhere with me. Trips, everyday life, you know, it's just there when I kind of need it. Not for perfect moments or photos, just when I need a reminder of the feeling that I had in that time. Again, this camera isn't perfect. It doesn't have IBIS, which is stabilization, which means low light can be quite tricky. And I wouldn't consider it as small as what people would mention it. It's not like a GR3, but I honestly believe that's kind of the point. Fujifilm built these cameras to last. It's built like a tank. The tactile buttons make you slow down and really think about what you're shooting. And this camera truly made me a better photographer. It actually taught me photography in a way. The design direction of Fujifilm is perfect. It reminds you of an old film camera. And weirdly, that changes how people react to you when you're shooting. People take the camera more seriously and they take you a bit more seriously. Considering there's no real auto mode when shooting on this camera, you always kind of have to be involved. Me personally, I like shooting with everything on what you would consider auto, except the aperture and exposure composition dial, which allows me to control the lighting of my environment and the shallow depth of field. The lens, yeah, it's simple, but it just works. The camera almost never really gets in the way. And when it does get dark and you're worried about IBIS, that little flash comes in extremely handy. It does more than you'd actually expect. It really ties into the whole film aesthetic of the camera. But for those who don't like to edit, and for those who just want to live in the moment, the Fujifilm simulations / color profiles are amazing. You don't really need to edit much, and the photos already kind of look finished. So yeah, this isn't the most advanced camera in the world, and I wouldn't consider it the easiest or newest camera either. But I would consider this camera the one that changed how I see the world most, and that's why I carry it. My name is Wilson. This is just stuff that I enjoy. I'll see you in the next video, maybe about music, I don't know. Peace.